Hello, I'm Jay Nicoll, Nicoll Investigations, and the host of Ontario Cold Cases, the podcast. This is about the mysterious disappearance of John Antic. John Antic's wife spoke with him at 11 a.m. on November 5th, 2012, at a local Burlington mall. Mr. Antic left the mall wearing appropriate clothing for the weather. At approximately 7:30 p.m., Mrs. Antic received a phone call from a woman on behalf of Mr. Antic. She could hear her husband in the background saying he was eating dinner at a restaurant in Niagara Falls, Ontario. Mr. Antic's presence at the restaurant was confirmed. It is believed that he was on foot and is familiar with public transportation. Mr. Antic has had no contact with his family or banking institutions since. There were no pre-existing medical, domestic, or mental health issues. It's not exactly clear how Mr. Antic would have made his way to Niagara Falls from Burlington, but police say he was familiar with public transportation. He did not take the family vehicle. Antic's bike was missing. Although he was an avid cyclist, it is not believed he spent the day cycling to Niagara. It is believed that he was on foot. John Antic was 76 years old at the time of his disappearance. He had gray, short hair, short on the sides and balding across the top, and brown eyes. He was 5 feet 10 inches tall, 165 pounds, with a slender build and light to fair complexion. He was known to use the names Ivan Antic, Poppy, John Antic, and John Antle. He was last seen wearing a black, flat-topped hat with a brim on the front. There was no markings on the hat. He was wearing a black jacket, blue pants, and a gray cotton sweatshirt. He wore a hearing aid in his right ear and his hard of hearing in his left. If you have any information on this case, please contact any of the following: Halton Regional Police Service at 1-905-825-4777 or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-TIPS. Thank you, and please consider subscribing to Ontario Cold Cases, a podcast on Patreon, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or Amazon Music.